was like, whoa.
It Is What It Is. This episode is presented by Underdog. If you're new to Underdog, today's the day. Get $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play just $5 with code It Is What It Is. It's Boostober, so there's daily promos all month long. Underdog is live in most states, including Georgia, Texas, and Missouri, just to name a few. Make sure y'all support the show, hit the subscribe button, lock in your bonus, and start playing today with code It Is What It Is. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mace and Cam, and today we are joined with our analyst Maurice Clarett.
Killer Mo, what's good, man? How you doing?
All is well, baby. I'm up in Titletown.
Oh, I was about to say you're not dressed. What happened?
Dressed like a winner. Dressed like a winner.
He dressed like a winner, killer.
Yeah. This whole panel.
He get in front of the white people and start acting like this. I see what's going on.
Sick of this whole shit.
Yeah.
It was our bye week, so I had to come hang with more winners, man. What do you expect?
Yeah, to hang with more winners. That's crazy.
I ain't win last year, but I guess you'll say Ohio State did. So therefore, it all equals out. It all equals. How convenient.
He's catching on real quick. Yo, Mo, let me ask you something.
On the move.
Yeah, Titletown definitely is on the move. How is the energy when you don't win it last year and you're coming back this year? What is the energy like when you're showing up?
Well, I won last year.
Trick question.
It's all good. How about this? I'm confident this year. You know, they got half the. I showed you on the text message. They got half of the roster, man. They've flipped them. They got some international guys. So I'm more excited about this team this year than it was last year. So, like all things, you can't win them all, man. And we had to flip the roster, get some of the other guys out, with this new transfer portal, NIL. We got some new guys in. So I feel a lot more confident this year with these guys. You just have a more mature team and guys who are used to winning. So I'm looking forward. I'm happy. I met with all the players yesterday. And so, I just feel confident about what they got going on up here in stores.
Cam, he's starting to talk that mediocrity talk. You heard him? He said you can't win them all.
Yeah, see, but the shit that you be doing is wearing off on
it's not me. That's that area, the mediocrity.
Not the mediocrity to find your way in Titletown by any means necessary. By all means necessary, find your way to Titletown. What I will say is this, Mo, unlike Mace, this is what I will say. At least you be on location when it comes to he's on location, murder. But he is on location. You be a satellite.
You can't be everywhere.
I dig it.
Well, Cam, didn't you write the song Coming Home, right?
Which one? Coming Home?
Didn't you have a song about that? Like Go Home or I'm Coming Home?
Come on home with me?
Yeah, come on with me, yeah. You had this song.
Oh, man. Y'all, it's amazing. Good to be here, everyone.
Love it. Also, we're at one of the best times of the year, guys, because it's a merge of all the sports. So we're going to start by talking football. We're going to end by talking basketball. But we're going to start with something a little different because Russell Wilson actually had some words. So it seems like Sean Payton took subtle shots at Russ. Payton had praised the Giants' turnaround, saying they found a little spark with that quarterback. I was talking to John Morrow not too long ago, and I said we were hoping that change would have happened long after our game. So Russell Wilson actually went to X, formerly known as Twitter, and he said, Classless but not surprised. Didn't realize you're still bounty hunting 15 plus years later through the media. Hashtag let's ride. So Maurice, hearing that from Russ, what do you think about his response?
This is just old conflict, man. And I just, it just something didn't get settled, or they used to, have conflict when he was in Denver, man. It just still hasn't gotten settled. And so this is like that, me and you both know we talking about each other or indirectly talking about each other, but I'm going to let you know I know you talking about me, and I'm finally going to stick up for myself and say something. And so I just want Russ to just come out and say, what's the real issue between them. I don't know why I want to know it, but I took this as Russ taking the step of like just people. He's getting tired of people talking down on him or people talking crazy about him. I'm pretty sure he heard those comments that Richard Sherman said a few weeks ago with Tony Gonzalez on that panel where he was slighting. But I think Russ might be at the point of his career where he's not really worried about preparing for a game. So all the people who've been kind of putting smut on his name and backhanded compliments towards him, I think he just might be in the mood where he want to address them since he isn't preparing to play.
Yeah, I think this is the wrong time. Even though I like his response, he tried to stay classy, but it's the wrong time. It's never good to defend yourself when you're not playing well. I think this is the horrible time to do so. You got to put points on the board to be able to have a conversation of this sort. When you're on a decline, that's when you should be quiet. Like Killer was talking about a week ago, that, when you talk about Baker Mayfield, that he learned to just be quiet in the public until he started playing better. He started playing better, then you could start having a little antics here and there. But right now is not the time. It's not the time for it. And you're arguing with him and you're really not going there. If you're going to go there, if you crashing, crash. Take the seatbelt off. If you crashing, crash, Ain't no need of halfway crashing. You got to pay the same in insurance,
I feel like I would take the approach that Mace talking about, same thing we talking about with Shador, but god damn, Sean Payton, you got the nigga cut, you got him traded, then he goes to Pittsburgh, okay, then work out in Pittsburgh, we see what happens with the travesty has been with the Giants, and you still taking shots at the nigga? I get it, like, yo, I'm just gonna take the high road, but that with Sean Payton was totally unnecessary. Like, yo, what the fuck would you even say that for? Y'all wound up winning the game. Y'all came back and beat the Giants, which you shouldn't even won that game. And then instead of focusing on the 33-point victory you had, you sit there and say, yeah, I see the Giants, they found a little spark with that new quarterback. I wish they would have been did that. Why are you worrying about what their organization is doing, bro? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, yo, you worrying about what they doing? Y'all just beat these niggas and you still focused on Russell Wilson, bro? Like, I feel Russ on this one. I'd get it, play, sit back and everything. But, yo, I already didn't work out in Pittsburgh. I got benched by not just the coach, but the crowd, the New York media, et cetera. And now you taking shots at me instead of focusing on the victory and saying what a great comeback it was for Bo Nix and our Seattle organization. You focused on Russell Wilson. This sounds personal. This sounds real personal, and it sounds like he has a different problem outside of football with Russell Wilson. So I'm not mad at Russell Wilson taking a shot. And to me, he didn't even take a shot back. To me, he handled it actually classy and just stuck up for himself like Mo said. It was more like, damn, 15 years later, you're still looking for whatever words he used through the media. He didn't say you, he didn't say you bitch-ass nigga, what the fuck you worried about me for? Fuck is your problem? He handled it classy. I thought it was very classy I handled it, and I thought it was called for. Because Sean Payton, now you just fucking with niggas for no reason. A man that lost his starting job, and we don't even know how long he's gonna last in New York, and then you just beat the Giants. He didn't even play, but you're focused on that. I'm not mad at Russell Wilson for doing what he did.
Yeah, I think actually when you talk on X, you got to crash though, Killer. He's on X. It's not like he said this on Instagram. When you go to X, you got to go crazy. That's just a disclaimer. If you ever respond back on X, or maybe he put it on X so everybody can feel like if you do go there, we can go there right here on X. That's what I was thinking.
I don't think he has a personality for that.
Yeah.
Me personally, outside of Matt Barnes, we already had this discussion.
Yeah.
With that here. Everybody does not have the personality.
Yeah, because Kevin Durant on Twitter on X is different than Kevin Durant on IG, you know? A lot of people go crazy on IG.
So I do also want to add this because it's not confirmed, but this is kind of what people are cooking up. They think his bounty hunting comment was a subliminal to be a jab at Sean Payton's scandal while he was head coach of the Saints. So when he was found guilty of placing a bounty on targeted players, that's why he called him, basically said, you're still bounty hunting 15 plus years later. So I know we're saying for Russ, you don't think it's that bad, but does that change how you view it, or it's still just like he said what he needed to say? Happy he got that out there, and that's what, you could take a shot with
Mo,
that
that's that Ivy League slick talk, you know?
Yeah.
That's that Princeton clapback.
Yeah, he got fined a ton of years ago when they found out the Saints was putting bounty hunters on players. And I don't know what the player was. It was years ago. I think it was like a playoff game that one of the special teams coaches, I could be wrong with this, was giving like players $10,000 for doing whatever with players, and then he ended up getting fined for it. But that's what I was saying, like, you know, I remember Sean Payton was talking about Russell, where he got mad that Russ had a parking spot. He got mad that Russ had his own office space. And he got mad that basically Russ was getting treated differently than other players was getting. So I feel like there's also some resentment because he may feel like if I would have had a different quarterback and I probably had more control over him and he was probably more like Drew Brees, I wouldn't be in a situation in Denver. So it's things that I think that he just has personal against Russ that we will never know. That's what my comments was. I just wish that they come out and say it just so you don't have all this like slick talk between each other.
Mo, we do know what happened. He left with all the bread, so he couldn't even get another player. Remember? Russell Wilson left, and he had the guaranteed money, so they couldn't really get the players that they wanted. So you know, Payton feel like he messed them over twice. He got there, got the money, got everything he wanted, and didn't perform, pause. And then the next year, he's out of there with all of the money to rebuild. And still didn't do anything. So I can see that. You know, if somebody took your rent and then took your savings, those are two different robberies, you know?
Good point.
Okay, so I do also want to ask y'all, so in this situation, we kind of see how Russ is minding his business, and on the contrary, you could kind of say that he's living rent-free in Sean Payton's mind, right? So in real life, do you guys feel like there's a right way to respond to someone who's indirectly adding you or always just saying something about you all the time? Maurice.
No, I choose to ignore people because I'm more like if I go, I just crash. It's been shown in the past, and that's why I just leave people alone because I don't even like to take it there. And I just choose to leave stuff alone, go do something else, just because once you start going left, I'm like full blown left. So I just choose to leave stuff alone because I know myself.
Yeah, I agree with Mo. I think you leave it totally alone. And I definitely think you got to leave it alone when people are not on your level. When people are not on your level, you got to leave it all the way alone.
I'm trying to get where you guys are at. Sometimes it's warranted for me, my personal opinion. Sometimes, look, I ignore it, but then I might got time in between a flight. Who knows? I don't know. It might be time in between the last game on Sunday and not the last game, the last afternoon game, and the Sunday night game. I may got 45 minutes to address something. But I do think what Mason said is correct. Especially if they're not on your level, it's no reason to even respond. But sometimes you want to remind a nigga that they not on your level.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Once in a while, you got to remind a nigga that they not on your level. But I'm learning, fellas. I'm really learning. I'm trying, I promise you. I'm learning, man.
What do you think, Stat?
Work for you?
Oh, go ahead, Maurice.
Go ahead, Mo, and then Stat.
No, I was just saying, like, but he know how to joke. Like, I'm not good at joking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're real good at joking, you can joke and have fun with it. But like, I'm not real good at joking, so that's why I just leave stuff alone.
Yeah, that's true. I am a funny nigga.
Yeah,
Pause.
definitely are. I'll add, I think sometimes it is warranted. I'm a kill 'em with kindness type of person. I don't think you should always add fuel to the fire. But sometimes,
How do you kill them with kindness?
like, you don't have to take, I don't think you have to take low jabs. I think sometimes it's like, I'm going to say how I feel. If it keeps continuing to be disrespectful, I don't feel like I'm going to get disrespectful too, but I'm going to say something to you where you feel what I'm saying because you know that's out of my character if I get disrespectful too. So I just think sometimes it's okay to say something, but you don't have to say something all the time. That's what I would do.
I hear you.
But you don't feel me and you don't understand me.
No, I understand some people, like, sometimes I used to feel like I can't say anything because my livelihood and my money is somewhere else. So if it's in something good, you can't really, your hands are really tied to negative things unless you just choose to take the seatbelt off. Sometimes you got to take the seatbelt off.
That's true. But you also have to have a lot of patience with yourself because there's been a lot of times where I write something and I'm about to hit send and I'm like, nah, I don't need to do that. So it's just taking a second.
You're learning, Stat.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you want to say something, so I totally understand it. And in Russell Wilson's case, I think it was valid.
Is that you could go to murder, you could come to me. You got both sides.
And I like that. I like that.
But for real, all jokes aside, I've really been chilling though. Like unless, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, there's a bunch of niggas, like this week alone, last 2-3 weeks, niggas be saying shit. I be ignoring niggas. The last thing, and I'll bring it up just because it's recent, like, I really, you know, I said something about Dame because it was like, yo, it's just unnecessary how he just kept saying my name. And Dame did a lot for me, and I felt bad doing that. But then he took it somewhere where, to me, there's really no going back. You know, he's like, it's a truce, this, that, third, and then he didn't even agree to their own truce that he says. So, like, all right, cool. For me, I'm good. I don't feel bad about it because I did feel bad at first, but you can't even agree to your own truce. And for now, it's like, whatever. So, you know, because it's other people too, but I just want to address that because people see me say, oh, Dame did this. I didn't start this. That was funny, you know. It was like, you know, when I say with Dame, I'm like, I didn't start this, and I remember Mace saying that shit when Sham put us on the phone call on a group text, and he called Sham. He's like, Mace ain't, Cam ain't pick up, or he ain't respond to text, and I was like, he ain't responding. And Mace said, well, I didn't start this.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's right. Yeah, so when you don't even start it, bro, and sometimes you got to finish it, like, yo, fine. But I agree with Mace to a certain extent to where it'd be like, yo, you gotta just ignore, especially if niggas not in the same realm as what you doing. But here's a case of scenario, and I know we have to move on. Layla, and I don't have no dog in this fight because I don't want no beef with nobody. Layla Ali just responded to Clarissa Shields because Clarissa Shields been dogging her, and I'm pretty sure Clarissa Shields has her reasons for the last 4 or 5 years, however long it's been. And Layla Ali put up like a 12-minute response. She said, okay, I haven't said anything in 5 years, and came with every receipt that she had lined up. And you know, Layla Ali was class personified when she did it. And I know no beef with Clarissa Shields, and Clarissa Shields has her reasons why she's mad at Layla Ali. I'm just saying, Layla Ali ignored something for years and finally said, okay, how long can this go on? Because it's been years. So I'm pretty sure both of them have their reasons, but I'm just saying, it took her 5 years and she came with every receipt, and I was like, damn, Layla Ali. And it was very classy the way she responded. I don't think that it wasn't no like, bitch. It was like, I've been very nice. And she was very classy about it. Very pretty too.
That was really good. I actually saw that.
You seen it?
Yeah, I thought she kind of made Clarissa look crazy though, with the receipts that she was showing. Because everything Clarissa was saying, she had the receipt like in real time to just say, okay, now play the tape.
Right.
And it wasn't just a text. It was like your words. When somebody is using your words against you, that's the craziest response. Okay, you say I said this?
Yeah.
Show the tape.
Right.
And it's like she kept doing that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Right.
It's a class act, though. When you want to be great, it's almost like a rapper did this before. Jay-Z did it when he first started. He put his name with Biggie and Nas. We did not have him with Biggie and Nas. But he put his name there, and through that, he took his name there. So sometimes you put your names with other greats so you can go to that level, and I don't have nothing against that, but let it be known that's what you did. Don't make it seem like a person is a villain when you really just try and put your name with theirs so you can get hot. And I understand it. Get hot.
I definitely get what you're saying. It's just association, and people do it all the time, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So okay, so there's actually more subs being thrown. So Jets owner Woody Johnson shared his support for head coach Aaron Glenn, putting the blame on Justin Fields. He said, "It's hard when you have a quarterback with the rating that we've got. If you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results." So we already know that the Jets are just not in a great situation at all right now, Maurice. So how do you feel about what the owner said regarding Justin Fields?
Oh, I wasn't mad at him. I was just happy he didn't throw, both of the niggas up under the bus. I was like, okay, at least the black head coach ain't gonna get fired. But somebody had to get thrown up under that bus, and it was the quarterback. And I think that since they got Tyrod Taylor, they said, hey, man, let's roll with the backup. But I was just happy that the head coach wasn't about to get thrown out the door after his half of a year, or not even half a year, a quarter of a year, with being a new head coach. So that was like the promising thing. But I don't know. If you're not producing, if you're not, getting the result out of the person who you've hired for the job, there's nothing wrong with just holding them accountable or just telling them how it is. And that's what he did. Justin Fields, he's my man from Ohio State, but if you ain't getting it done, you ain't getting it done.
Yeah, I really can't talk about the Jets at this point. There's two teams I'm not going to talk about, and it's the Cowboys and the Jets. I just don't have no time for them in Titletown.
Shrugging his shoulders.
What you looking at me for? Nigga trying to trigger me.
Yo, you remember Blood used to always do that. He'd say the wildest thing and then go.
Yo, this nigga looked at me. I'm not feeding into that. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, I agree with Mo. And they both black, but I do agree as far as the head coach is concerned. I'm glad he didn't get thrown under the bus. But it was at a point where somebody has to get thrown under the bus. And to be honest with you, it's usually somebody getting fired, not just thrown under the bus. Niggas start 06, 06, and 07 under the bus. Nigga, under the train tracks, under earth, under the sea, nigga. It is over 0-7. So for them not to fire the head coach, I am happy about that. But you're absolutely right, Mo. Somebody was going to get thrown under that bus. And be happy is just under the bus and not something different. Because for real, 0-7 is just purely unacceptable, yo.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable, especially when you got the motherfucking Carolina Panthers 4-3. Look, listen, man, this is unacceptable, man. I seen the kid, the kid had to be about 15 years old. We posted on our social media page. After the game, they said, man, how you feel about the Jets loss? He looked so bad. He said, look, man, I ain't asked for this. I was born into it. I hate this team. Yo, about 14 years I was born into this, man. I didn't ask for this, man. I hate this team. And walked off. But yeah, Mo, somebody had to get the blame, and at least the head coach is sticking, the owner's sticking with the head coach.
Right. At least the kid was loyal, but he did look real frustrated.
Oh, you seen the way I was talking about?
Yeah, if you guys are not following the It Is What It Is Talk Instagram page, make sure you go follow that because there's a lot of funny stuff and, of course, clips from the show.
Can I get your thoughts on the game?
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not going to ever – I'm always a Jets fan, but, like, I hate this team.
And then, Mace, I wanted to ask you real quick because last episode,
we
were kind of talking about Justin Fields' overall decline. Like, is he actually good or does he not fit with the system? And Cam was basically saying, like, sometimes you need another plan. So I want to ask you, because I also asked him, What was your plan B if you couldn't rap?
Oh, my plan B if I didn't rap. I don't think I had a plan B. Actually, I think at first we was just playing ball. I think rap was the plan B.
Crazy. Insane.
That's what I said. I said the same thing, man. I told him, yo, murder, this why, this why Sim be mad. He think we be planning this shit. I said the same thing.
Yeah,
yo.
I felt like if I got a tryout, my work ethic, I could make any team. That's what I was thinking at the time. I didn't think it. I really didn't see nobody that we thought mentally was better than us. Even though they were better than us, I didn't think if you put me on the same team, I couldn't do what they did.
I said the same whole shit, word to everything I love. I said, yo, I was trying to go to NBA. Rap was the plan B, nigga. And I said the same thing. I said as well, I didn't really understand basketball till I stopped playing basketball because I was too emotionally involved in basketball. And I said the same thing. I said, what did I look like trying to get in the 96 draft class? Yeah. I said, come on, man. Fuck we look like doing Kobe and Tracy McGrady and Allen Iverson and Ray Allen. Come on.
But when you saw Steph, you thought you belonged there a little bit.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying, when you're in it, you like whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said the same answer, verbatim, just about almost.
It's probably the same way people look at us that rap. Like, you know, when we see Steph, it's no disrespect to Steph. Steph is phenomenal as a ball player, but when you know somebody and you have run-ins with them and dealings with them, you just feel like, if he could do it, I know I could do it. And it's the same way people look at us probably as rappers. Like, oh, Killer did that, I could do it. Mace did it, I know I could do it. You can't do it, bro. If you can do it, you would have done it already. It's in the rafters for a reason.
Absolutely. And a better example than that is podcasting. Been about 9 billion shows since we started. Not just podcasting, sports shows.
Yeah. You know, sometimes there's a truth to it where people used to say, if you have it, you have it. Mm-hmm. People say, what is it? Is if you have it, you have it. Mm-hmm. And if you don't, you can't buy it. You can have the best corporation, the best agency. People know when you're buying it. You know, it's just like you see a guy with a young lady. You know he bought her. It's different when you get it for free. It's just different, you know? And we can see you bought it, you know? It's not the same.
Very true. It's also super dope that you guys were in alignment because I can promise y'all right now, Mace did not see that clip because like you were saying, someone would be like, you guys conspired before coming on the show. Like, no, this is very true and raw.
Yeah, it's crazy because when people ask Cam something and then they come ask me, they're like, yo, it can't be no way that they answered it the same way. I look at me like, I'm Cam further down the road, you know?
This nigga's crazy.
When Cam settled down. No, that's what I mean. I mean, like, if you settle down, you're a single guy. So if you was in that controlled environment, you know? You're not in a controlled environment. You outside.
Okay, I get it. I thought you meant, like, if we was driving somewhere, you already on 34th Street, and I'm still on 79th Street. But yeah, that's a great example.
Yeah, we want to handle it, Paul, the same way. It's just, you know.
That's a great example because I'm you when you're not in the controlled environment. This is murder when he's not in the controlled environment. And I like sometimes when I'm talking about stuff because I can't always talk about stuff, but I like when I talk about the Bronx and he look in the sky like this. Word, my hits. I like that, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now we're going to move on to the Ravens. So after we see the record that they're at right now, they remove the players' ping pong tables, video game consoles, basketball hoop, and cornhole boards from the locker room. So Maurice, what do you think about the Ravens deciding to do that? And then do you think that this is an effective way to make them focus, or you just feel like they got a lot going on that they're going to need to figure out?
Yeah, it goes back to, man, somebody's not keeping the main thing the main thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all remember last year when what's I think his last name is Humphreys, the defensive back, and Lamar Jackson was on the plane, and he started putting the camera in
Yeah, I
Lamar
remember
Jackson's
that.
face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And like it becomes like everybody else starts to do everything but what they're hired for. And these owners, they pay you to go out there and play football and to focus on football. And when all your energy is everywhere else but on football, people start to see it. And it's not a thing if you're winning. I mean, if it's not a thing if you're handling business and doing your job. But when you start to not win or do your job, people start to have issues with it. And they taking that stuff away just to like send a message like, yo, bro, we here to play football. We're not here to podcast. We're not here to play games. Y'all niggas not here to hang out. Like, we back to business. And I like respect it because sometimes people need a wake up call, even adults, you know what I'm saying, to say, hey, man, get your focus back where it needs to be because this is unacceptable.
Yeah, you have to do this with kids. You just have to. Like, sometimes you gotta take the game away. You gotta take the iPad away, like you said, to make them refocus. And when you're paying the type of money that they're getting paid in the National Football League, it just come with requirements. It come with results. It comes with things you just have to do. And when people are just making their focus about coming in. Let's just imagine it's time to play or get taped up, and somebody is still playing ping pong instead of getting taped up, and then you're losing after that. I could just imagine the mindset that goes behind that and how frustrating that could be, especially as a coach, because your job is going to be the one that goes first. And I think that's something to really focus on as the season goes on and as these sports, as commentators, as we go on, that people are playing with other people's job by not performing.
Yo, I swear to God, that was going to be my take. This reminds me of taking away an 8-year-old's iPad. Whoop-de-doo. You want yo, yo, fam, yo, my nigga. These is people that make tens of millions of dollars, if not hundreds of $1 million. And unless you taking away their check, I'm not sitting there saying that it's not wrong to do what they're doing, but it's not. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm just giving an example, right? We wasn't fortunate as basketball players in high school to have all the luxurious ping pong tables. You know, nowadays high school teams got facilities and practice gyms, all type of shit. But I'm just saying, right? Let's say we won we were on a 2-game losing streak, and let's say we had a ping pong table, a video game machine, whatever else they took, and we walked in to practice, and we didn't have no money. So these are niggas with tens of millions of dollars minimum, and I'm talking about me and Mace. We walk in, and we on a 2-game losing streak, and the ping pong table going, and the video games are going, and so on and so forth. We would look at each other like this. Ooh, we in trouble.
Because you know what's about to happen.
No, but what I'm saying is, Murder, is it would be serious, but we wouldn't even took it that serious.
Yeah.
We used to be in the locker room laughing at all type of shit that used to be serious to some niggas. And me, him, and my man Rich Parker and Sean Nelson would just look up and be laughing. I was, yo, my nigga, so what? You took away, this is not going to equal wins. I agree with what Murder said. People need to focus. And I definitely agree with most said how Lamar Jackson got in them niggas' ass paws, that nigga Humphreys who was trying to, videotape them when they was on a losing streak. But listen, the guy who makes this football team tick is not playing. And I think the rest of the players is mentally checked out. He's not there. That's just my personal opinion. You're 1-6 of this stat, something like that. Mm-hmm. 1-6 or 1-5, one or the other. And we have no timetable for Lamar Jackson to come back. Them niggas mentally checked out. Take away ping pong, take away the air conditioner, take away the heat, take away whatever. You want to see some results, take away the check. Can't do that. But I bet you could get some different results if you could get docked or some money was missing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't think this is a big deal at all. I think they should have kept this in-house and just not told anybody, because to me, this sounds exactly like an 8th grader iPad getting taken.
And then real quick, 1-5 before they get on our ass about the bye week. Just wanted to clarify that. Okay, so Mace, I know you said there's two teams you don't talk about, but one of the teams we got to talk about, it's the Cowboys. So it's a rumor the Cowboys have reached out to the Raiders about a potential trade for Max Crosby. So Maurice, if this were to happen, do you think that this would make the Cowboys real Super Bowl contenders? And then do you actually foresee it happening?
Well, I don't foresee it happening. But like, when prior to the show, I asked you, like, how much money was they willing to pay Max Crosby in comparison to Micah Parsons? I think it was like a $11 or $12 million difference. And to me, it just doesn't make sense. It like puts you back into a situation where more people are just asking, why didn't you just solve the issue with Micah Parsons? And why would you bring this distraction back to the forefront? When I don't think Max Crosby is going to be the answer to make the Cowboys a competitive team or make it a competitive situation. So I don't get it. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not sure who you would have to give up or what sort of trade would have to be done. But I don't think Max Crosby is the piece that's going to propel the Cowboys into Super Bowl contention by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I really don't want to say much about the Cowboys, but what I would say is this. I don't think adding a sack or two pause a game is going to make them champions. So I don't see the real reason we're even talking about this. It's not going to make that much of a difference. Even though he'll come in and play good defense, I think the Cowboys are beyond a championship at this point.
I like it. Y'all wasn't on the show. Mace wasn't here yesterday. He was absent, and Mo, you're not usually here on Mondays. But I like Cowboys look like the hottest team in the NFC to me yesterday. We got the Lions, of course. They beat on Tampa Bay. They beat them up bad. Green Bay, we thought they were going to be, they're still good. I'm not saying they're bad, but it looked like they was about to go take off after the first game of the season, and it was like, nah, let's calm the fuck down. They're all right. Dak Prescott is playing really good. They just got CeeDee Lamb back. He went for over 100 yards. They look really good, man. And I hate to even admit this because I'm never going to admit this on the day that Michael Irvin's here. I hope he doesn't see this on the days that he's not here. I'm never going to say this shit in front of him. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm not going to do this shit. But yesterday, the way that they beat up on day before yesterday, the way they beat up on the Commanders was looking really good. Now, we know that Jaden Daniels got hurt during that game. And we also know with Green Bay that Mike Evans got hurt during that. Not Green Bay, Tampa Bay, pardon me. Mike Evans got hurt again during that game. But Mike Evans suffered an injury that may not bring him back for the rest of the season, broken collarbone. I'm not familiar with that injury. Mo knows better than I do. If you could play with that, can't play with that. Season-ending injury. So, we don't know what's going to happen with Tampa Bay, even though he's looking good without him. You're not going to disclude saying, oh, we're better without Mike Evans. Lions look pretty good too, but we know they could be beat. I like Cowboys, man.
Killer, you wild.
I don't care, Murder. I don't care.
You wilding right now. I'm not going to let you do that.
I don't care.
Like, you tell me you're not going to let me go outside a certain way. I'm not going to let you go outside saying the Cowboys.
Murder, give me your NFC teams you like better than the Cowboys. Not record-wise, who look good through week 7. You get week 7 right from yesterday. Who looks good in the NFC through week 7?
Detroit.
They look really good, but we know that they can be beat.
Yeah. I mean, you told me to tell you who I like. That's who I'm thinking.
They all right. They lost to Green Bay. Listen, man, Detroit can be beat.
Fran?
They hurt too. They beat up. Right. Them niggas is beat up, bro. Niggas got CeeDee Lamb back yesterday. Listen, you act like I don't want to say this. Think I want to say this? You think I don't want to say it?
What about Green Bay? They 4-1.
That's what I'm saying. The thing that Mike Irvin said this year is that, and I kind of disagreed with him because it's early, is that this is the one year, and I know Kansas City, we talked about it yesterday too, but she wasn't here. They look like they're getting back to where they were at. But we knew kind of the last couple years, right, that Kansas City's going to the Super Bowl. we kind of knew that the Eagles had a good chance of going to the Super Bowl. This year, it's like, I don't know. Who's going? Detroit done lost 2 games already. I'm sitting here now. Green Bay looks really decent. They 4-1. Michael Parsons looked fabulous on Sunday. Tampa Bay, they're hurt. Look, we think about this murder. Carolina Panthers is 4-3.
Yeah.
It's crazy out there.
I was about to say that. You got to pay attention to the teams that are on multiple win streaks. Those are the teams to really consider, especially when everything is inconsistent in the National Football League. The teams who can pile up wins, because we see people losing back-to-back, but there's 2 handfuls of teams that are really winning back-to-back games. And the Panthers are one of them. You got the Rams. You got who else? You got Carolina. And then you got Green Bay. Green Bay and Chicago Bears are a 4-game win streak. So I'm really just paying attention in Titletown to the teams that are on win streaks.
Whoop-de-doo. So to be on 2-game win streak and lose 7.
No, I said all of that to say the Cowboys have not put together a win streak yet. So until they could put together a win streak, back-to-back wins, I can't really take them serious.
Yeah, but they still only a game out of first place as well.
Mm-hmm.
Game and a half.
Points. I'm not even shocked by your answer, because I've been noticing as we've been filming, like, you're starting to grow a little liking for the Cowboys because you complimented Jerry.
I'm a Jerry Jones fan. I'm not sugarcoating that. I want the nigga to get that. Goddamn, I'm mad at the team. Of course, I'm never abandoning the Bengals. You know, the Philly shit was a joke. But look, after seeing that documentary, all jokes aside, God damn, what else can you want a nigga to do? And I know we're not rushing nobody. Definitely, I hope Jerry Jones lived to be 197 years old. But come on, man, he's 80-something years old. Could y'all at least get to the Super Bowl? If you look at that documentary, his kids are crying at that and talking about time's running out with tears in their eyes. Like, yo, you want them to get back to the Super Bowl, and they didn't. You know, you don't want to say that about your parents, but you're like, yo, time is running out.
Time is running out. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean about Dak. He could play well. We need the wins, and now they're winning. So that's what they need to stay focused on. It's not just playing well; it's winning. I think people need to make the difference, because playing well is not enough. Got to win.
Yeah, but that's also kind of Cam's point, because we're seeing that start to happen. So it's like, this is why they're looking like one of the best teams.
What I'm saying is, they didn't just, you and Arabia got into it yesterday, which was really funny and really good. Commentary was dope. But, she tried to get at you because the Bengals beat Pittsburgh by 2, and the day before that, you said they got burnt or smoked or whatever. So
which is still valid, because they did.
Right, absolutely. So when, like Mace was saying,
I missed it.
Yeah, you missed it yesterday. but like Mace was saying, it's one thing looking good and winning, and it's another thing winning and looking good.
Yeah,
and that's what the Cowboys looked like Sunday. They didn't just win; they looked good winning. They smacked the Commanders by 22 points, 24 points. It was a blow. They had 45 points.
Yeah.
When we go according to Mace numbers, 30 points is championship numbers. Yeah.
Right. I got to go with that. Yeah. I got to stand on it.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm not saying they are going to be the best. I'm just saying if we're picking a team through week 7 who looked the best on Sunday that just passed, I would say Cowboys just on Sunday that just passed.
Let me ask
you think the Cowboys look better than the way we beat Vegas, the Raiders?
Well, I'll say that it was the Raiders against Commanders, and both of those are division games. But Gino and don't get me wrong, shutout's a shutout.
Yeah,
don't get it fucked up. The shutout's a shutout. But it is Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes, and then you got to realize this. Even though he got hurt in the third quarter, Jaden Daniels, the new sensation, and he's moved out Washington, and Magic Johnson there, and all this shit, and to get smacked the way they got smacked. So, no, I do not think that they look better than the Chiefs win. Absolutely not. But it is the Chiefs, and it is the Raiders, and we do have a rivalry game with the Cowboys against the formerly known as the Redskins, and now they're known as Commanders, but that's been a rivalry since I've been a child.
Yeah, I just don't think it's the same if it's not Cowboys versus the Indians, Just different.
Yeah, what you saying.
Then Maurice, you had a point.
Yeah, I was just trying to ask, like, in order to get Max Crosby, what would you have to give up? Like, that's what I don't know. Like, you would have to break up the continuity of what you have now in order to land somebody like Max Crosby, and you would pay all the money. And that's what I was saying. It would make it like ops.
Yeah.
What?
I'll just text Max Crosby as we speak and see if he hits me back.
You have to give up at least Pickens. You're going to give up at least something. They're not just...
You're going to give up a core piece of what you have right now that's making you what you are. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the point I was trying to make. It just, I don't know how you're going to get a Max Crosby without dealing one of your franchise players that you have right now that's making it possible for what y'all have.
Yeah. And then just real quick before we go to break regarding Max Crosby. So if you guys were kind of in his shoes, it's a little similar, a little bit not. But would you rather be the best and star player on a losing team, because we know those players also get the big bucks, or the role player on a winning team? Maurice first.
I'd rather be the role player on a winning team.
Yeah, I concur. I would rather be a role player on a winning team.
Depending on how much money I make.
Can't do that.
Start off with a role player and then never turn into that star. You might be out of here in 3-4 years with $6 million, got to pay taxes. You just said Max Crosby gets 35.5 a year. Give me 4 of them years and then throw me into a role player on a winning team. Let me stack up, and then I'll be a role player.
That's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill.
But see, that's a great point. But Tyreek Hill, he won though already.
Yeah.
He already got a championship. Now, don't get me wrong. He's definitely frustrated, definitely pissed off. But that was his choice too. You see, the thing about it is this: let's just use Tyreek Hill as an example. He went to. I don't have the contract in front of me, but he went to Miami for a few extra million. It could have been 10, a couple. With the years on top of it, it could have equaled more than $10 million. But when you're next to Patrick Mahomes or Andy Reid or Travis Kelce, they could figure a way to make that up in sponsorship or advertisement and something else. Yo, Pat, throw me in the fucking hair commercial. I know my shit nappy. Throw me in one of them joints. Tell Allstate I want, what I'm saying? That's really up to his agent, because when he did that deal, I actually Googled Tyreek Hill's endorsements. And to be honest with you, it was not a lot of money. I think he had less than $10 million in endorsements when he actually got traded to Miami. And I'm like, damn, that's it. Tyreek Hill's like a top 3 receiver at that particular time. And for him to have less than $10 million in endorsements, I was really confused by that. And I wanted to know who his agent was. But maybe that's why he went to Miami, to get the money that he wasn't getting outside off the field.
You always figure out a way to restructure the system, which is smart. I can't even be mad at that, because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my money and then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of players like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you got, for instance, right, James Harden, he's another nigga. I mean, I think he's at the point where he's like, I want to win, but I need my money too.
Right.
Here's a time when he's on Houston, and Houston offered him a 2-year extension at the time, was going to be the most money, 2 years for $103 million. He said, no, fuck that. I want to go to Brooklyn and play with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. And that didn't work out. Then he said, matter of fact, send me over to Philly to try and win a championship, because he already stacked so much money in Houston and he was losing. And he's like, okay, cool, I got my money. I'll just go be a role player. And now, of course, we know James Harden's more than a role player, but if he's with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, he doesn't need to be Houston James Harden scoring 35, 40 points. If he's with Joel Embiid and a healthy Joel Embiid, you got to realize that year he went to the Sixers, he was the assist leader. Okay, let me dump it off. This is a nigga who was leading the league in scoring, then went to the assist leader because he wanted to win a championship. But how much money did he make before he did that? That's the thing.
Okay, y'all. We're going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss NBA opening night. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. I'm stubborn and me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it, wanna be free.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. So tonight, the Knicks will play the Cavs. Underdog has Jalen Brunson at 26.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
I'm going higher this, as this season starts. It's very imperative that he make a statement from the jump, and this is a team to make the statement towards, because it's a potential rival in the playoffs or a potential rival for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Who they playing?
The Cavs.
Very good. Very, very good point, Mace. But I will say underdog, y'all niggas getting about a minute. Slick about a minute. He averaged 26 points last year, and we're going 26.5. I think he's going to make a statement opening night. It's going to be in the Garden. I think people are going to be hyped. And one thing about Jalen Brunson, he's tough. He averaged 26.5 last year, so they got him at 26. 26 last year. I think he's going to have a 30-point game, so I'm going to go higher as well.
Okay. As soon as I mentioned Nick, someone got real happy in
Nick,
the control room. I'm like, you gotta get him, because I see this, and I said, oh, so that's what time it is.
He said, now they talking, right?
Season ain't over for y'all yet. We'll see what happens after that game, Sin.
Nigga, man.
Okay, so Cat is at 21.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Cat last year averaged 24 points, so I'm going to go higher as well. I think the Knicks tomorrow, and this will say a lot about the Cavs too. I know it's first game of the season. We got 81 more games after this. But I think both of these teams are the best two teams in the East right now. So to answer your question, it's higher. But we got to think about this. Tatum's not going to be here at the start of the season. Miles Turner done left and went to Milwaukee. Damian Lillard left Milwaukee. We don't know what Milwaukee's going to be with all three and the Nass's brothers. After that, we got Indiana is not going to have Tyrese Halliburton. This is the best chance the Knicks are going to have to make it to the championship in a long time. Nobody's really in your way. And even if Jason Tatum comes back, he's not going to be fully healthy. I mean, they're not going to rush him back. But who knows if it's too far in the season for them to make a comeback or get chemistry or camaraderie to combat with the Knicks. This is the real challenge for the Knicks. It will be the Cleveland Cavaliers this year. I think Orlando's a piece or two or a year or two away as well. So we'll see what happens, man.
Okay, and then
you didn't even get a higher low.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was long-winded.
No, you're good. Cat, 21.5 points.
I'm going to go lower.
Okay, then last but not least, we got Evan Mobley at 18.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
How many?
18.5 points for Evan Mobley.
Lower.
Yeah, I'm going lower too.
Okay, make sure y'all download the Underdog app and you can make your picks too.
Oh, look, we got a guest that just came in the studio. Let him come in. He can talk with us. My man, what's good, baby? What's happening? You all right? Thanks for coming by, man. We see you walking by, man. Appreciate it.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, what's good, baby?
It was good. You walked in right when we started talking basketball. I haven't seen you right on time. What's up, baby? How you been? You been good? That's what's good. Yeah, man. We got Maurice Clarett on line one with us, man.
Word.
Yeah. Oh, what?
I got a bone to pick with him, man.
Oh, do you? Oh, man.
I got a bone to pick with him.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
pick it with him.
Yeah, this is right on time, man.
Where the OG at, man? Where he at?
Yeah. There you go.
There
Right
you
on
go on the
screen.
screen.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you got that husky stuff. I can't talk that. Nah, I played for Hurley in high school, so I'm rocking with the Huskies, but that Ohio State shit gotta go, dog. My cousin was at the U when y'all dusted him, man. I don't feel right about that ever since then.
You know what's crazy is that, first of all, thank you for stopping in. Like, you just walking by, you stopped in, and it's crazy that you stop in the morning right after opening night. But Maurice, that's my nigga, he conveniently finds his way back to UConn. First, he's there when they win the 2 titles. They don't win last year, so he's back in Ohio State. So every year he finds a way to be next to the champions. That's what we was just talking. He conveniently know how to be entitled to basketball, football, no matter what. He conveniently knows how to be entitled town, man. But you walked right in when we was about to start talking about some basketball stats. What was you about to say?
So JR, welcome.
What a better person to ask.
Yeah, so we saw OKC defeated the Rockets in double overtime, 125-124. So first, in general, what was your opinion on this opening night game? And then how did you feel about OKC taking the win?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch it. I'm since I've been retired, like I'm in a whole new space. Like I do a lot of golf shit now, so I didn't watch opening night.
Right.
I was more excited to hear about MJ doing this little halftime joint than I was the opening night. No disrespect to the league or nobody who's playing. I'm just not in that space no more. So
fair. So,
but I mean, to think about it, I mean, to go into double overtime or however many overtimes they went.
Well, let's ask him a better question because he didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
Do you give a fuck about the NBA in this season coming up?
No.
Not at all. Did you care about last season?
No.
I seen you one time saying, you was laughing at somebody. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but you was definitely laughing at somebody. You was like, good for niggas. So you tap in once in a while.
Yeah. Like, I type in playoffs and shit like that. Like, I don't really like, because I'm still, I mean, I didn't grow up a Knicks fan, but that's like my home team. I'm from Jersey, so like, that's the home team. So I always go for the Knicks, and a lot of scrutiny comes with that, obviously, you know, with the Knicks. So for me, a lot of this shit is just like trolling. I like to have fun on the internet.
Me too. I'll be on that type of time too.
I ain't gonna hold you. I really came up here to say, damn, stat.
I can't even that. Like, it's a running joke at this point. JR. Let me tell you, JR. I hear it all the time. It's like, damn. It's like, damn.
I ain't gonna hold you. Me and my lady was in the crib watching this shit, and I was just like, cause she do her little thing, she acts and shit like that, and I was like, babe, like for real, if a niggas on you like that and on this joint, like I'm gonna have to get that, son. As soon as he come through the door, like, yo, fam, what was all that hot shit you know what I mean? Like, I ain't with it. But it was hilarious in the moment. I like the way you handled that too, though.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. So what are you doing now outside of golf? I mean, I know you're saying you're playing golf. You ain't fucking with the NBA. You troll once in a while. What you got going on right now?
Man, I'm in school, bro. I graduate in the spring.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate you, man. I'm North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, so I graduate. I got this entrepreneurship program that I'm possibly about to take in at SMU I moved to Dallas.
That's what's
up. Just working on my education, man. Trying to get smarter, trying to get better at business shit, trying to stop paying the other motherfuckers to do shit that I could do.
Right.
Honestly.
100%, man. One thing that I'll say about you and your career is that you a shooter, you could jump, very athletic. But I remember when you first went to Cleveland and they was asking you about how you going to get in the offense, so on and so forth. You was like, I'm just going to shoot. If worst comes to worst, I know how to shoot. And you're a very streaky shooter and who could get hot. I seen you fucking take off from the foul line with two hands in Denver. And I just want to tell you kudos on your career, man.
Appreciate it.
And it was much respected because not only a great baller, you didn't take no shit, and you also gave 100% every time I watched you play, man. So I want to give you some credit, man. I just wanted to tell you that. So we're going to talk basketball, whatever you want to chime in.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, we can definitely talk basketball. I have one more question for you because I know that you've been pursuing the golf thing a lot. How did you get into that? And then I might as well ask the source. It said that you were trying to qualify for the U.S. Open. Is that a thing? Or
yeah,
no?
next year.
Okay.
Next year.
How does that work?
So you gotta plan a certain amount of events, and you gotta be able to have a certain amount of status throughout events. Like in a lot of professional sports, it's either you win or you lose. But in golf, it's like depending on where you place at in certain events, you can get status to where you can qualify for certain events. As far as PGA level, Korn Ferry Tour, European Tour, different shit like that.
That's what's up.
Dope. Yeah, because I seen that and I was like, might as well ask you. Okay, so
well, hold on, since we trolling, last thing. When you caught the rebound and went the wrong way. What happened with that shit when Braun was like, yo, man? And you was like, what happened with that?
Well, For me and a lot of hoopers who've been in those situations, like if you look at earlier on in the season, like whenever we come into those situations, we get an offensive rebound, especially on the free throw line when it's short clock, short time situations. We definitely have a timeout. We normally just call timeout. So for me, I didn't hear no whistle. So I'm like, all right, shit, I'm gonna at least dribble it to the corner to get these niggas at least enough time to figure it out. Like, all right, call timeout. So all right, I get to the corner. For me, I was already thinking like, damn, I can't shoot over KD off of an offensive rebound. This motherfucker's 7 feet, and this is a dumb shot. So I was trying to get it to our best playmaker in the situation, and it was Braun, and it just happened like that.
The reason I asked you that is because I was you and Mace was Braun. I missed the shot. I don't know if you ever seen this footage. And he did the same shit to me.
I knew this nigga was going to say that.
I was you before. I don't know if you ever seen this footage. But no,
I did see it. I definitely seen it. I definitely seen
man.
it.
So I want to know how you felt because I felt like that because this nigga here treated me the same exact way. And I was like, God
But
damn,
that's
man.
how I feel like how you feel. I'm like, yo, Braun, you still the GOAT, bro. We made it. Like, you good. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, what you want me to do?
We still superstars, baby.
Yeah, let's start pouting off, walking off and shit. Thought we was cool, man.
No, real talk though. So this will explain a lot for me. Murder, you still mad about that?
I love it.
Yeah. So I know it's hot. I already know. I know he's still mad at me.
Yo, listen, this comes up every 3.5 months, and I know he wants to bring it up more. He relates this shit to every correlation. It's like, yo, fam, we do deals, and I'll negotiate something, and he'll come in and get 16 cents more than I did. I'll negotiate a deal. I'm just exaggerating, but I'll negotiate a deal for $20. He'll get $20.16. And he'd be like, see what happens when you pass me the ball? This is what happens when you pass me the ball. We win, Cam. When you pass me the ball. So he brings it up in every situation. At least 3-4 times a year, man. So that's why I really want to ask you this, man.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so now back to the game. Maurice, now I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about this double overtime game between OKC and the Rockets?
Nah, it was a good game. Game one of the season. You know, I guess if you're a basketball fan, as a season opener. But when I seen OKC, I was like, man, they're about to go back to back. I don't see anybody beating them. I don't see anybody in the West that can compete with them. I just thought to myself that they're gonna go ahead and win another championship with the squad they assemble, and they're young. And, you know, they kept bragging about how they kept all of the main components together. So I just thought OKC is about to go on another run again.
Mo, I don't know how you got that answer from that. If they only won by one in double overtime, there's no way you could think they're going back to back. KD just got there. At about time this team meshes, Houston is going to be a big problem, bro. They got Sagun. He had 39. He's only going to get better as the season goes. And they got Amen progressing. So once you got Amen and you got KD, the wings are just going to be too big. Pause. When it comes to playoff time, and that's what turns into championships. We got J.R. Smith here, so he can even tell me if I'm lying or tell me am I telling the truth.
Nah, I
the
agree.
Teams that got that defense on the wings.
Don't do that. Yo, he's luring you in. I'm telling you that right now. Don't feed into him early. I'm telling you now, he throwing a reel in to think you got a friend and he'll turn on you before the show's over. That nigga will turn on. Don't do it. Do not feed into that nigga.
Yeah.
If you feel like that, cool. Do not feed into this nigga, but God, because he'll turn on you before the show's over. I'm telling you that right now. Stat knows this. But go ahead.
Oh, Stat, you go with that?
I don't have anything to say.
I was actually telling the truth. That's what goes on in the championship games, man.
Nah, I agree with Murder from the sense of, like, this is the first game. Like, Houston's definitely going to get better. I mean, I still think Golden State is one of the better teams in the West. Obviously, OKC won last year, but I don't know, man. I think Golden State gonna be tough.
I don't know. I like Golden State. We'll see what happens with Jimmy Butler there. They got Al Horford there now, of course. But I like OKC still. But with Van Fleet being hurt, this is a crazy big lineup. Pause. Mm-hmm. You got Amen at the point. He's 6'7". You got Kevin Durant playing it too. 6'11". Jabari Parker, 6'11". Shogun, I forget. Sagoon, 6'11". Steve Adams, 6'11". The whole fucking starting five is almost 7 feet outside the point guard. They will be a problem, but we'll see how it goes. But I just think that OKC is too well-rounded. And we'll see what happens moving forward. Hopefully everybody stays injury-free, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, what do you think about Denver, though?
I like Denver. I don't think they're in the position that they were a couple years ago.
I said the same thing. I said that a little while ago to my nigga Sin. I said I just don't think that they win. They had a window to try and probably become a dynasty, and I think that window closed. Just my personal opinion. Who do you think in the East stands a chance to go to the championship? You know, we got Tyrese Halliburton hurt. Now, I don't know how much you watch because you. Sit the fuck down, man. Yo, sit your ass down. You're a Knicks fan. Yo, like you better do something. Look, we know we got Tyrese Halliburton hurt because I don't know how much you really keep up with saying. Tyrese Halliburton's hurt. Miles Turner left and went to Milwaukee. Damian Lillard left Milwaukee. We got all three Antetokounmpo brothers on the same team.
Signed them all.
All three of them?
Yeah.
All three of them.
All signed.
All three of them signed with Milwaukee. Yeah, they try to do everything to keep the Greek freak over there. Then we also have Jason Tatum not starting the season. To me, I said this is the Knicks' best opportunity to get to the championships outside the Cavaliers. I think Orlando's a piece or two away or a year or two away. They're young. Who do you think in the East is going to make it to the championship? Just off the knowledge that we know you haven't been keeping up. Just your opinion.
I mean, for me, it was. I mean, I like Mike Brown, but it was tough for me to see Tibbs go, only because I see what he's done in the last couple of years and the culture he's brought in. But I'm pulling for the Knicks for sure. I think the biggest pieces that they added was Jordan Clarkson, man. Like, coming off the bench, that immediate scorer, like, he feels like he should be a starter. And for people who've been in that role, that means a lot when you coming off the bench to play against somebody else who comes off the bench. Right. So that means he's dog food. Like, I ain't gonna see no real competition till the fourth quarter. So he got 3 quarters to really heat up and cook. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to be a major situation for a team like New York when you rely on either Cat or Jalen to really get it done.
Right.
Because obviously Jason Hart? What's his first name?
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart.
Right.
He played dumb hard. He gonna give you everything. Like I'll look at him like a shump. Like he gonna give you all that. He gonna play defense. He gonna do all the extra shit. But you need somebody who's coming off that bench to give you that extra push to get you to. And nowadays, it's crazy to say like 125, 130 points, because that's the only way you really winning games nowadays. Right. If you ain't scoring 115 or better, you done.
Right. So you told us when you came in here, you grew up a Knicks fan. You just say you're pulling for the Knicks. In reality, who do you think is going to get to the Eastern Conference?
The Knicks.
Okay. Because you said you're pulling for them, but that's who you think's going to the championship?
Yeah, I mean, Jason Tatum was going to have a tough year. I mean, coming off of Achilles injury, he got to readapt to the whole game. And I don't think Boston's team is as deep as it was.
Right.
Drew Holiday left, right?
Yeah.
Al Horford left. They moved up Derek White, so that takes away from the bench.
Porzingis in Atlanta.
Porzingis is gone. Not Derek White? What's the little white boy that came off the bench? Ballhead. Pritchard. I think he's starting now. So they're like, your bench is damn near dead.
Right.
So Boston, to me, I would X them out. Milwaukee, they got a good chance, but I don't think they have enough as far as bench as well as their superstar don't hit enough jump shots.
Right.
Like you can pack the paint all you want, and he's gonna continuously run into you. He's gonna shoot probably in the playoffs. He'll probably shoot 5 for 11 from free throw line. I'm gonna live with that as their star, who's gonna lead them to the team. I'm living with that.
Right.
100%.
Yep.
Indy, Holly out, so that's their whole. He's done.
And Miles Turner's gone.
Miles Turner's gone. Orlando is still too young. Atlanta, I like Trey, but I just don't see it for them.
Right.
And Miami don't got a shot.
I agree.
Not to cut you
y'all don't
off.
think Atlanta could beat the Knicks?
This nigga's sitting in there laughing. This nigga's so happy. This nigga's so happy for the Knicks.
I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest.
told you.
Atlanta gonna have to bring back Dominique or somebody.
Not to cut you off, but you didn't mention them because they did have the best record in the East. So the Cavs, you just don't trust them, or
I love the Cavs, but I don't trust everything around the Cavs. Like, it takes a lot for them to really get shit right. And I love the 2-point guard situation, or 2-guard situation, but it's really hard to win with two legit. Your superstars is in damn near the same position.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And they're not big guards.
right. Last time that happened was Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. Like, it just didn't happen. Clay guarded everybody in Golden State. He guarded all the tough defenders, so you can't really go there with them two. So when you really look at it, like, the last two small quote-unquote guards that literally led teams to championships has got to be the Pistons.
okay. And then last question before we wrap.
You got something to say about this? Or
No, I'm looking at the roster of Atlanta team. I think they're a piece away. If they get another piece, they're gonna beat the Knicks.
Who they got? Why you feel like that, Murder? Why you feel like that?
Say, like, that's why I looked at you.
This
Like,
nigga switches cities. This nigga switches cities by the minute. Now you live in Atlanta again. You're a wild nigga, man.
Atlanta's one piece away. I've never heard that from
All
you.
right.
No, I'm saying with Porzingis, I think if Porzingis is healthy and they get another piece, I don't see nobody like shutting Trey Young down.
Trae Young been in the league so many years, my nigga. He
I mean, he gonna get his 30 though. He gonna get his 20 to 30.
Then they gonna lose.
Yeah, okay.
I like Trae Young.
And then with the new shooting guard, they got Dyson Daniels.
Yeah.
I like him.
He gonna ball
like him.
out. He's 6'7".
So let me ask you this. Do you like Dyson Daniels more than Javante Murray?
I actually do.
That's a legit question. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Because I like Murray.
Yeah, I love Murray as a player, but I think 6'7" at the 2 is more upside. It's like when it comes down to the playoffs, you got one guy 6'3", 6'4". That's gonna be totally different. That play out different in the playoffs.
I like DeJounte, man.
Me too.
DeJounte is tough, dog.
Yeah, I'm a Spurs fan. When he left us, I was pissed.
So
Mo,
I'm a Spurs fan.
Because I'm old, JR, and let me tell you how this worked. Rod Strickland's my man.
Oh, okay.
And when he went to the Spurs in like 91 or whatever year
Damn,
it was.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and you're from New York, or you're from Orlando, or wait, you're from Jacksonville. Oh wait, you're from Kansas City.
In Milwaukee.
Yeah. Exactly. But when Rod Strickland went to the Spurs, I became a Spurs fan. And even after he left, I ended up staying there, even when it was Sean Elliott there and David Robinson. and
Steve Kerr, that's when I was a fan of.
Well, I'm before that. Steve Kerr's after the Bulls in the 90s. I'm talking about 9th grade Murder when we was in school. That's how long ago.
Sean Elliott?
I just said Sean Elliott. I just said him. Yo, Mo, I'm sorry. What's your opinion as far as the East is concerned? Sorry.
Well, I might be rolling with y'all. I think. Well, I was going to say one thing. I said,
Who's y'all? Because my team is the Spurs. I'm clear. The Knicks are not going to disappoint me.
I'm with the Knicks this year, man. I'm with the Knicks.
So when you say y'all, you mean New York, though?
Yeah, Mo, who you been let down with?
So I'm a Cavs fan. I'm Ohio everything fan, but we're not about to win. What I was about to say was Cam said the same thing JR said, and JR didn't hear nothing that Cam said. So I was like, Cam might have like something to his opinion now. You know what I mean? It was the same. It was the same synopsis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that great minds think alike. You and Murder, y'all conveniently just be with winners every 2 minutes. Y'all two niggas is everywhere. Yo, this nigga, like, but before y'all know if you heard the nigga, Mo, the nigga JL say, I got a bone to pick with this nigga on some Ohio station that see you on the screen like, nigga, Hurley coached me, I can't even fuck with. You are just conveniently around niggas who win by accident. The crazy shit is that he's really in Connecticut right now. That's the wildest shit ever. Talking about, I went and talked to the team tonight. He's an ill nigga, man.
Yeah, he think he better than us because they flew him out.
Yeah, man. And they hired him at Ohio State, too. This nigga got jobs around the fucking country, man.
So last question before we wrap, because your reaction when Cam said all three brothers were signed, you said all three. So this is actually the first time in NBA history that three brothers are signed on active roster contracts with the same team. So how do you feel about the Bucks signing all three brothers? And if it were you, would you do the same thing?
I did it. I did it with my brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Because you were like, all three.
Yeah,
So I'm like, how you feel about
that's
it?
how you know he got pulled. Like, shit, I ain't had that much pull. I was coming off the bench. This man won MVP, chips, like finals MVP. He get the whole family on the team for all that. But if I was living in Milwaukee, my maid would be on payroll. Everybody, the Bucks gonna have to take care of that. For real. Like, they gonna have to Kawhi Leonard this shit. Throw me shit under the bag.
We never talked about that though. That Kawhi Leonard situation. And we need I know it happened a couple months ago, but that's something. I think we went on vacation during that time.
We were.
But yeah, we need to talk about that because what Steve Ballmer did, I like them niggas.
I like that.
I like that shit too. I like that shit.
Remind me of Joe Smith back in the day.
Yeah, I like that. Word. Sorry, Mert. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, that's good. I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, so all three brothers signed on an active roster on the same team. How do you feel about that? And if it were you, would you do the same thing?
I think as many people as you could get on the team that you should, but when it comes down to the players, I know there's people that's really upset about that. I think it would be better if he just put his moms in the front office, get a big bag.
Get a big bag.
Because you're going to get the minimum if you put them on the team, but if you put the moms in the front office, that could turn into some other kind of cash.
Okay. Maurice?
Oh, I'm down with nepotism, favoritism, all that. I'm all for it. And, listen to me. I'm with it. I hate when niggas be hating on that shit, but I'm down for it.
Cleveland nigga went to Ohio State.
Youngstown. He from Youngstown. Youngstown. Listen, man. You was finished, I didn't mean to cut you off. If you understand.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yo, listen, man. It was rumors that the Knicks were trying to get the Greek Freak. Whether it was going to happen or not, realistic or not, who knows? But they were supposed to have talks or whatever. All I know, after I seen them reports and I talked to a couple people, I already knew that TA was signed. And then as soon as that Knicks shit came out and it didn't happen, the other brother was signed. I don't even know I just call him the other brother. He signed. That nigga's,
Costas.
Yeah, Costas?
Yeah, he won the chip with me in the Lakers.
Yeah, Costas. He got minutes?
Yeah.
Costas a champ.
They signed
Wait.
Alex.
Alex.
They signed Alex.
Alex.
Wait.
You said wait.
How many brothers he got?
So it's Kostas, Thanasis, Alex, and then Francis.
Giannis?
He got all his brothers in the
He
league.
got 4.
He the real MVP.
So Costas didn't.
Alex got signed. So
Not-
Alex and Thanasis.
Oh, so
So what the
Alex
fuck-
is the youngest brother.
Fuck Costas at. They better get Costas in there. They better start lobbying for that. Let me ask you this. Is Costas good?
Kostas was all right. He was just like, he was so young. Like, I seen Giannis very young. Like, I remember when he first came into the league, I'm like, this he look like a deer in headlights, just like little Bambi out here.
Right.
And now I see him now, and I seen Kostas in the same situation. I'm like, bro, he got a chance. Like, the blueprint was already there. But I heard Alex is supposed to be the one.
Gotcha.
He's supposed to be like a real PG, shoot it, pass. Like, he's supposed to be the one. So if they got him on the steal, that's going to be impressive.
Yeah. And Alex is he's 24, and Kostas is 27.
So he might not be a dummy pick. He might be.
He might be a smart pick.
Yeah.
Whatever. Niggas trying to keep that nigga Greek Freak in town, my nigga. I don't get what none with JR, Mo, you, Murder say, Stat. This is all to keep the Greek Freak in town, my nigga. Look, you gotta think about this. No matter what, not saying you guys are wrong. You know, of course, I'm over-exaggerating. But the game of the game is you gotta sell tickets. Kostas ain't selling no tickets.
Yeah.
Alex ain't selling no tickets. TA, my brother. That's a shout out to my nigga. Came on my show. But you gotta sell tickets. And when you have a superstar, MVP, a champion, that sells tickets. And Giannis got a little personality. You know, to me, the reason he isn't a bigger star is because it's hard to pronounce his name and shit. when you're trying to do endorsements, and then, the nickname is even long, the Greek Freak. But I think he's a very, very big star. We don't know even what kind of worldwide star he is, especially in Greece where he comes from. But you got to keep him in town unless you're going to get somebody of his caliber to come to Milwaukee. And no disrespect to your niggas out there, Murder, and because you're from Milwaukee too. It's sometimes what's the name of it?
Hines family.
The Hines family. No disrespect to the Hines family, and salute to them. Milwaukee's not the sexiest city to want to go to. It's no disrespect. I'm just saying.
That's why it's a family team. So they sell tickets with the family.
I'm just saying it's hard to recruit. They try and be like, yo, telling you Milwaukee is it. It's hard. Pause. Okay. So good luck, man. Congratulations to Giannis and his family and the black nepotism.
That part.
Can I ask y'all a question? Do y'all think the Knicks will ever get like a legit superstar to come in free agent?
Right now they could. My opinion is now they could. It was a time where, when you think about this, right? And I think you were still playing, if I'm not mistaken. You think about this. The Knicks could have had Kyrie and Kevin Durant at the same time, but they went to Brooklyn. Imagine Kyrie and Kevin Durant in the Garden. See, Brooklyn's not the Garden.
No, it's not.
Kyrie and Kevin Durant in the Garden would have been something crazy. Yeah. You almost, and now that, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get, like, Kyrie and fucking Kevin Durant in the Garden. Crazy. I think now, because it's been so long, you got to think about this. Maybe Larry. And Larry might have been 1 year old. None of us in this room are old enough to see the Knicks win a championship. The last time they won a championship was 1973. None of us were born. And you want to be in a great city, but you also want to win. You got to think about this. You're not winning. Tax is going to eat you up. So you're making $100 million. Let's slice that down to 40 off the jump. And then I'm not winning on top of that. Mm-hmm. Now it's hot, though. Now it's lit. You got to think about this. With the acquisition of Jalen Brunson, it gives them a real shot, because we watched Jalen Brunson become a good player, to become an all-star, to become a superstar, to potentially being one of the top 3 players in the NBA as a point guard, and maybe the best point guard in the East Coast. If you want to argue Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Damian Lillard left, and he wasn't playing that good on the East Coast. Who's a better point guard than Jalen Brunson? Not only that, New York fucks with him to where you want. Yeah, they fuck with the niggas. So now...
You forgot Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton, absolutely. My apologies. Halliburton as well. But it's attractive. It's like right now, New York is really attractive. There's a time it wasn't attractive. I remember KD, and that's my bro. Shout out to KD, that's my nigga. He was like, man, I ain't gonna fuck with the Knicks. The niggas ain't cool. Because it wasn't a cool place to go. You know what I'm saying? I think right now, New York, to answer your question, I think now they could, as opposed to 7, 8 years ago, they couldn't. But New York looks sexy right now. Especially they just went to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's a place you could go to and probably win.
Yeah. Hopefully it's y'all.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. Like, I think for now, I don't know. I've been there for a while, so for me, I thought it was dope in 14, 15, for them after I left. But it's hard to see it, because I think people are really like get stage fright. Like, I feel like niggas don't want to see that shit. Like respect the Kyrie and KD, but to see them on that stage, to do what they did in Brooklyn, imagine if they did what they did in Brooklyn at the Garden. Like, that shit would have been chaos.
Right.
That shit with James Harden and all that shit, then trading for Ben Simmons, like, that shit would have been everywhere. They would have been, the stain on their careers would have been crazy.
Right.
So for me, I think it's to a certain extent to where it's like, there's certain shit that I can avoid, and there's certain shit that I can just like take and ride that shit to the top. Right. You know what I mean? No Diddy. No pause, whatever you say. it is what it is.
Yeah, like,
right. Yeah, for real. The media in New York is crazy, so I get what he's saying.
Right. Mo got something to say?
No, when he was saying that, I was wondering, did he think like somebody with a personality like an Ant-Man, or who more of a nigga, can handle that media pressure or that environment better than somebody who's looking to decorate their career. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, bring Ant-Man. We need that. That energy, that type, that I don't give a damn, I'm better than you when lacing up across from you, we need that. To me, that's what, like, to be able to play at the Garden at the highest level, like, that's what you need. That, like, you got to take this shit back to the park. Like, bro, I'm better than you and there's nothing you can do about it.
And what about being that he said that, and I always think about this because this nigga's a Knicks fan. He didn't even realize at the time. They end up getting the third pick that year and get R.J. Barrett. But what about if John Morant would have went to the Knicks?
Oh, my God.
That type of thing.
I'm scared because I would hate it for his career because who he is and how he
off the court.
Yeah,
right.
He's a YN. It is what it is.
Right.
Opposed to a situation like Jalen, who's just more mature into his situation, went to college for a minute, like more established.
Gotcha.
But for a job, that type of personality to be at the Garden, oh my goodness, it'd be crazy.
Right.
That should be nuts. Ant-Man to be on a cover of every magazine. He'd be doing movies, all types of shit, just because his personality. But not only that, he don't give a fuck to where he gonna play up to the level of his potential.
Right.
A lot of cats is gonna let everything else get in between. That I don't think Ant is one of them.
Gotcha.
Great convo, y'all. Well, let us know what y'all think about the Knicks in the comments down below. But that is all the time that we have for today, JR. It was a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, JR. Anything you need from us, let us know, bro. We appreciate you. Mo.
Appreciate it.
Mo, he cut you some slack because you had that Hurley shit on, man.
Word up.
Man. Well, we appreciate your JR. Thank you so much, man. Anything you need from us, we here, baby.
Straight up.
Okay. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.